Hey guys, appear to be alive. Give me a wee second. I was just checking something there. Hey, we've got a few people in. Give me a wee second. Good evening, one and all. I hope you're all doing well with this crazy. Hold on, just adjust my camera. Just noticed Lee Eagles in, and I've got an eagle type t-shirt on. Eagles. Welcome, one and all. Hopefully, you can't hear that fan buzzing away in the background. It helps me keep a little bit cool. Yeah, my t-shirt on, Eagles. Yeah, handcrafted goods. So yeah, welcome all. A slightly earlier live stream than I would normally do. The 10:30 till 2 o'clock thing. Yeah, that's quite good, but I mean, it's not really a good time that you guys can watch. So obviously, I thought I would try doing it a little bit earlier. Realise there's other shows going on, but I mean, it's like 57 channels, and you pick what you want to watch. So good evening, one and all. For those that have just come across the channel, excuse me, I'll just put my cigarette out. Obviously, I've got the regular viewers on. People who have just happened across the channel with the live feed, looking for something to do while the COVID lockdown's on. My name's Smoo. I build models, and this live stream I'm going to be carrying on with part 4 of building this wooden motorcycle kit by Ugears, which was kindly given to me as a Christmas present from one of my biker mates, Big Chris. So big shout out to Chris. So yeah, I've been. I'm not on every night because this StreamYard thing, you're only allowed so many hours per month on the free version. So I had the weekend off. So we're on part 4. Just to show you where I've kind of got is we've got the engine into the frame. Okay, and the two parts of the frame together, and the lovely big. Let me just have a wee look. The tank, that's all multiple sections, that's all together. It's a cracking wee kit, actually. It's a cruiser type bike. It's not my sort of bike, but I mean, you know, it's even got all the laser action in the back, all the speedo and everything in. So it's looking really, really good. And I thought I would carry on with that build and see how far I get this evening, but I thought I would do it the earlier time at 9 p.m, maybe till about midnight, so that you are people who are working tomorrow have not got to, you know, sit up and watch something. So first in tonight was Lee Eagles going, hi Smoo, how you doing, Lee? Hope you're keeping well. Then we've got Fraser Green, another Scottish fella. Evening. How you doing, Fraser? And then they've got my Irish friend John Reeves. Heard situation. Hello all. Live. You on my t-shirt. Haha. A couple of mods in. Plastic Monkey, Paul Chatland. How are you doing? Thanks for popping in and helping me out, Paul. How am I doing? I'm doing really quite well, actually. Apart from my laptop battery died and the Suzuki oil filter on my motorbike, because I ride all year round, the road salt's got to it. So it's blistered with rust and it's perforated. So I've got an oil filter here. I need to get oil. So I need to do an oil and filter change on my bike. Because unfortunately, past couple of times I went out today for electricity and gas. I'm only doing essential journeys. And the past couple of times I've been out, I've noticed after a short run, I've been smelling like burning oil. And what it is the perforations in the oil filter. It's been dripping oil onto the exhaust, and it's just obviously burning off. So I got it up on the jacks tonight and had a look at it and went, oh dear, I'll need to get that changed. So the oil level's fine. It's just dripping oil at the moment. I've got an oil filter, so I need to get hold of oil. And luckily, I think the place that I get my bike oil from, I need to give the bike a service anyway and a clean. So yeah, so my bike started leaking oil, and now I thought it was because of a Windows 10 update. My battery is shown as connected but not charging. And I tried all the Windows Update things, so I think my battery's goosed. So I've got a £40. It's all right while it's plugged in, but I've got to spend 40 quid on a battery. But anyway, such is life. It's no getting me down. I've managed to save quite a lot of money. I was bad for having takeaways and things like that. And I've had no takeaways for, well, I'm sort of self-shielding because I'm in an at-risk group, only making sort of essential journeys. That's what the doctor said. Just try and stay in the house. And I've saved an absolute fortune. So some of you might have seen the post earlier on today. Now, I know this has got nothing to do with this live build. I've saved that much not buying takeaways. I managed to get myself one of these. It's a big kit. I loved Space 1999. Sorry for the reflection. It's still in the original sort of cellophane factory wrapping. Just trying to let you see some of the pictures on it, but it's a big beastie of a kit. Of course, I'll be lighting it up, you know, but I've got a new toy. I'm not going to be building it straight away, obviously. I've got far too much other stuff, but it was kind of at a price that I couldn't resist. I can't remember the Space 1999 theme now. Aye. Anyway, I watched the whole of Series 1 and part of Series 2 of the original Space 1999. And see, when you watch it back now, it was pretty crap. But, the first series was quite good. So I've got that. There might be something else coming that I've managed to save up for. So I'm really chuffed with myself. I've also been smoking less as well, which between saving on not smoking so much and not ordering so many takeaways, I'm still getting a bit of a tummy on me though, because, you know, lockdown, what's in the fridge? I'm bored. What's in the fridge again? So I've got my COVID repaired glasses on because I broke both pairs. So this is Tamiya tape. They do keep falling off my face. So anyway, good evening, one and all. Lee's going, well done, Smoot. Are you going to do a build? I will. A kit like that, which is, for me, a very expensive kit. I will do a build video on it when I get round to it. It's not going to be, don't think it'll be anything this year. It depends. I mean, I'm back at the bench more. We'll see how we get on with that. Never seen the show. Only Jerry Anderson shows I've seen her. Captain Scarlet. Loved that. Thunderbirds and Stingray. And the other one that I grew up on as a young lad was Joe 90 as well. Can you remember Joe 90? No, Fraser, you're too young. You were probably just like still in your daddy's boss sack when that happened. So yeah, hi, welcome to the stream. Just doing a wee bit of chit chat just now, and then I'll go to the bench and we'll carry on with the build of this wooden kit from VM Models, which I think are a Ukrainian company. As I say, I didn't buy the kit. I got gifted it by my good biker friend Chris one Christmas. Actually, a couple of years ago. So, yeah, I'm quite slow at getting around to things, and I thought it would be an ideal thing to do on a live stream. Now, as always, feel free to ask any modelling related questions. GB's Model Zone's in as well. He's going, hi, guys. That's Gordon's alive. John, the man of many decals. So if you have actually got any model making related questions, fire them across. If I don't know the answer, I'll say I don't know, and I'll defer on to the likes of John and Paul and stuff like that, and maybe we'll get an answer to your solution. If the chat gets busy or whatever, you feel like you want to support the channel, there is a little like dollar sign at the bottom. It's called a super chat. You don't have to do it, but if you do a super chat, it pops up in big bold and we can't miss your message, and it also puts a wee couple of pennies towards supporting the channel. So, how is everyone? Obviously, it's a Monday, so some of you that aren't furloughed and all the rest of it would have been back at work today. How was your weekend? Obviously, I've not been on Saturday and Sunday. So, what were you up to at the weekend? I basically myself was just having a little bit of time off. Too much YouTubing can get a bit exciting. I've got another kit that I'm trying to get hold of. It's not definite yet. but you might be a little bit surprised when I get it. We'll see if I get it. I'm hoping. I've saved up the pennies, even though I've got my a laptop battery. I've saved up pennies. I've got a little fund sitting there, and I'm hoping to get myself another kit. Lee wishes it was work. Well, Lee works at McLaren, so yeah, that's the kind of, it's more of a vocation that, it's a job that you really, really like, and you miss it when you're not there. Fraser saying, I'm good. The weekend was rubbish. Work was all right today. It's not like you can go out in the pool at the weekend, Fraser. I mean, I'm in the same position. A good-looking, well-pruned man like myself trying to go out and get the ladies, that's not happening. But yeah, I hadn't actually realised that this was my Eagles t-shirt. Yeah, so yeah. So anyway, I wasn't sure how many people would come in tonight. I'm doing all right actually, because there is other shows on. But I don't see the point in me putting on shows at silly times. So I might try and put my shows on at reasonable times. I only have so many hours that I can use, as I say, this free StreamYard thing for. I will eventually go to the upgraded version, but there is a cost involved, so I'll see how that goes. So I decided to take the weekend off. So, without any further ado, should I go to the bench and we shall carry on with the build of this lovely wooden motorcycle? I think that's a plan. See if I can swear at it and stuff. So bear with me a second. I'll go onto my bench camera. If I can press the correct buttons. So hopefully now we're looking at my bench and it's not too bright and it's all working. I need to pull up the chat again. So John's just saying hello to everybody. Not seen you for a wee while, John. At least your internet's working tonight. Pretty sure you've got 56k. Oh, Susan as well. Good evening, my darling. Hope you're well as well. Okay, so where did we get to last time? The last episode, we were building this lovely tank with all the dial and everything on it. So that's all built. So the next section is telling me to wax it and get it onto here. I can see that being fun. I can see me having to use a hammer. So I'll take this wee bit of candle wax that I've got. I'll give that a wee bit of a... And we shall attempt to fix it onto the main frame of the bike. So I'm real impressed with these little kits, actually. Definitely, I mean, well, this is my fourth one. Live build of it. So these 4 pegs on here go into 4 in there, in theory. Now, trying to get, now I've got to get the spacing right now. So let's just spread the frame apart slightly to get it in the holes, said the actress to the bishop. Oh, that snapped in. And that's not, there we go. The tank is now affixed to said motorcycle. John's going, oh no, the Queen. Lee's going, if you swear it enough, it'll build itself. Yeah, I'm a great believer in if you swear at something long enough, it will put itself together. So, yeah. Lovely. So what's the next bit? Oh, is it foot pegs or something? Not quite sure. Oh, I think this is side casing mountings. It's telling me to cut out 3 little parts, number 54, which sit on that main one. So I shall find that. Just put that up to the side there. Parts 54. 3 little, there we go. Yeah, they're kind of joining pieces, I think. Let's see where that, okay. As I noticed before, if you go into the reverse side of this, you tend to find where all the nubs are. It's kind of one there and one there. So I'm going to try and cut through these a bit before I try and split it. Oh, they're all talking amongst themselves. How's my little leprechaun? We got to hear the situation. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to drop my seat down a bit. Because my old man eyes don't let me see very well these days, especially with my specially repaired COVID glasses. Now, there only looks like a couple of tabs hold these in. So that's good. Certainly making progress on this. But yeah, I don't know how much these kits cost or anything like that. As I say, it was a present. But certainly something worth, if you can get a hold of one. Certainly something that will keep you occupied during the whole lockdown thing. Is this just going to push out? Oh, right, that's one out. Excellent stuff. Yeah, so I thought I'd go on slightly earlier tonight so that normal people, unlike myself, who aren't night hawks, can pop in and say hello. There we go, that's them out. I'll just give them a wee clean up. So I think this is sort of the support parts for this big Ugears side casing. What's this I'm McLovin' it thing? These are always on about this McLovin' it, I'm loving it, McLovin' it. You're enjoying your time off? Sue's getting bored now. Well, I suppose if you're enjoying the time off, that's excellent. Right, so let's just get these wee nubbies off. Not that you're going to see these too much, because I think they're behind I think they're the side panel ones. Get these off. Yeah, there is only 2 knobs on each one. Excellent. So if you're watching this and wondering how you can join in, if you're not on the main YouTube page, go into the main YouTube page and there's a live chat and you can join in, say hello. We don't bite. Well, Sue does occasionally. But luckily, she's not a vampire, although Paul thinks he is a vampire. Right, so we've got these 3 bits, which we now have to try and place into the side. Now, does it say to wax them? It doesn't tell you to wax them. Okay, so we've got to try and put these into the side of... Yeah, I can see this going well. Right, jeweler's block. Here we go again. Jeweler's block. Get that like that. Get my wee toffee hammer. You only bite when I don't behave. What you try to say, Sue? You try to say I misbehave sometimes. I'll have you know I resemble that remark. Right, let's see if we can get this one in. That one in, and there's another one slightly up here. I'll need to make sure the crankshaft never in turns after this, because obviously I'm kind of squeezing the frame in. Right, 3 supports in. Hopefully everyone's still it's all kind of turning still. Excellent. Trying to make sure I'm not compressing anything. Right, 3 side supports. Then what? Oh. Your work hasn't been in touch for 6 weeks. Bloody hell. You're back to work on the 15th. Sue, yeah? And you only bite when I don't behave yet. I can be a bit naughty just sometimes. I think most of my friends would say I'm kind of naughty all the time. Right. So we've got a cross member piece to put on now. 55, which is on that same sprue. And it's advising waxing if we put it in. Let's see if we can find 55 on this pile of stuff. There it is. It's a rather large piece up here. So as before, because it's laser cut, if I flick it onto the back side, I should be able to see where all the nubbies are. That's that one definitely through. And there's one here. That's that one through. Oh, get it in. That's that one. I think that's just going to fall out now, actually. Yep, there's only 3 nubs holding it in. Really quite clever how the guys have made this. Okay, clean that one up. And that one. All being well, a barbecue this Thursday. You'll be missing your biker crew though, Johnny, you know. Because usually you have all your bike meets and everything. Not quite sure how all the lockdown's going in Ireland at the moment, but you're they're having a right giggle here. You cooking, I'd love to see you in your pinny. John in a pinny. Swearing at the sausages. Fucking stop rolling off the barbecue, you bastard. Situation. Yeah, I can just imagine. Right, so it's advising me to wax all of these joints. So I'll do a Daniel San on it. I'll give it a wee bit of wax in all these joints. Okay. So it's saying it goes this way round and slots into here. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, that's not going to just slot in there, is it? It's going to be. Hold on, wait a minute. I have got it in the right. I have got it in the right place. It's going to need a bit of persuasion, I think. It's going to need a little bit of persuasion. Get it the right way around. Get the picture the right way around to start with. Right, okay. That way. And wait now, it's quite confusing. That side of the bolt goes like that, so it goes like that. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it's quite. There is sayings it's tight as a nun's. Yeah. It's going, no. It's going. Tight as a nun's chuff. There we go. So that's that cross-membrane bit thingy on. I'll just move my stand back round again. There we go. Excellent. Don't know what comes out that side, but it's, yeah, okay. Okay, right, that's on. Next. Oh, now I've got to pad out. Hold on, wait a minute. What's catching up in the chat? Right, what's John? John's giving it sexy. Fuck all you. What's Fraser saying? In my part of Scotland, everything seems to be back to normal. Traffic's back up and there's more folk out. I noticed that when I went for my gas and electricity today, there was more cars out. John saying Belfast's starting to do the same again. Sue, you stop flirting with John. The Eagle's going chuffer. John's rubbing his chin. Sue's saying lubrication. You'll know all about that with your little sex room. Yeah. John says a bit of spit. Right, so it appears to be the next part is building up the back end here. Shoe parts 56. They're all on the wheel sprue. Right. I remember seeing them. There's one, there's two, there's three. These are going to be fun to take out, I expect. You can tell it's a bunch of rascally rabbits in tonight. Right. I'm thinking the easy way is if I just split these out the wheels, actually, because this is, there's 4. I hit split out the middle bit of the wheel anyway at some point. Oh. This one. Quite hard to see on the front side, but you can see them on the back side quite easy. That one's definitely through. Let's see if we can pop this wee bit out the middle of the wheel and then get the, there we go. So there's a bit in there. We'll do the same with this one. Looking forward to putting the wheels together, actually, because the back one's a big, fat, chunky one. And the front's a wee skinny one. Just pop these wee tabs, flip it over. Frankie goes to Hobbywoods in. Good evening. How you doing, Frankie? Hope you're keeping well, mate. Frankie's on the front line in Germany. He's a paramedic. Scary times, I suppose, but Germany seems to have it pretty well under control. So, all right, let's see if I can get this wee. Always worried if you up. That bit's popped. There we go. There's that one out, and there's another one in the middle of this one. So we'll just cut through these. And one here. Sorry if the camera shakes at all. My head's had to lower the seat so I can see what I'm doing with my old man eyes. And my head's quite close to the overhead camera, so if it rattles and knocks, I apologise. Okay, let's just, there's one up there. One there. Another one there. Definitely great fun, these. Right, let's see if this one will pop out the middle without forcing it. Yeah. Right, so I need the 3 wee wedgie shaped pieces out the middle of these, so I can put that out the way for now. Excellent. And now to try and find the nubs on these. Oh, there's quite a few and they're all on curves. Okay. What's Frankie saying? Your chat was frozen. Yeah, just refresh it to get up to date. So we're quite busy tonight, quite surprised. It's probably because I'm on at a better time. We've got around about 14, 15 viewers on at the moment. So hi to everybody. Just make sure you're on the main YouTube video page and feel free to join in the chat. Most of the people in here don't bite. Yeah, most. Right, let's get this babies out. Get quite excited. I want to get the wheels done. That's the bit I'm looking forward to. Wheels. I like when I'm building motorbikes. My favourite part of the motorbike is building the engine. I just like engines, but the engine's done on this one. So I think the next thing I'm looking forward to is getting the wheels on. I think that'll be the biggie. So just a little bit tricky because they're on a slight curve. Can I get this piece out? Okay, so there's one. It's a little curved piece that sits, and we're kind of padding out the back end here, or making the back end a bit stronger. So that's one done. I wonder what I'll do with these excess wooden wheel things. Anyway, right, so let's get this one out as well. How you doing, Frankie? Except me. Except me what, Sue? What are you on about? You've not been on the sherry again, Sue, have you? Right, on that side. Oh, it's just about falling out, this one. Oh, excellent. Is this going to pop out? Yep. So it's got two of those and another. Well, that was a bit of a squonky wheel roll. I've seen you uploaded some more pics tonight, Frankie. I might take a wee look at the gallery, or I might save that for another night. More of a sort of a live stream than a build stream. He stuck another little car in his garage backdrop, which is pretty cool. He's going to come. Oh. What's this? We're getting a little bit of splitting here. We don't want that. Yeah, got you. There's a squonky wheel going to go. Yeah, it's not very good. Right, let's clean these up because I'm thinking there's going to be some cocktail sticks involved. Getting ready for bed. You're up. Oh, early shift. Oh, I'm not a morning person. I'm more a late night. You maybe noticed that with the times that my streams go on, but yeah, I'm not a morning person. Just cleaning up the nubs on this a little bit. Oh, a little chip off something. Yeah. Another one in there. This thing's really starting to come together now. 5:30 a.m. Plus you're an hour ahead, aren't you, Frank? So it's like 9:30 here. So you're probably about 10:30 p.m. at the moment, Frank. Is that right? Because Germany's an hour. Might not be since the clock's changed, but you're usually about an hour ahead of what we're at. Yeah, so I was cursing today. I went out for my gas and electricity, found an oil leak on the bike, and then went to set up my laptop, and then thought it was a Windows update thing, and yeah, I think the battery's awake. Mind you, I've had this. It's a gaming laptop. It was a lot of money at the time. But it's a few years old, so the battery might well be a ghost, so to speak. So we put these three parts together like that. Oh, very nice. And then it's got cocktail sticks to hit through. Cut the ends off. Right, so let's get three of those cocktail sticks that it supplies with it. I'm going to leave a bit of length on them because it's going right the way through, but I'm going to cut the sharp point off because you can't really... Yeah, I'm right. You're an hour. You can't really hammer in. I'm finding hammering these things in is easier. You can't hammer in a point. So I'm just going to cut the ends off. I call them cocktail sticks. Americans might call them toothpicks. A little bamboo toothpickies. So we need two of those. Excellent. Let's put these away in the bin, out the way. Right, now what I've found really handy is just giving them a little bit of a sand. You going for a brew? Excellent idea. Coon 2, NATO standard for me, mate. So I shall just give these, because they're not perfectly round, these cocktail sticks. And the other thing that they suggest to do is rub some wax on them. So we're going to do a bit of Danielson, wax on, wax off. A little bit of wax. Yeah. The wax is starting to break up. Bit of wax on this one. Right, so this is going to be the fun part. So, with the cock and tail sticks coming through from this side, we've got to place 3 of these in. Here we go. I'll probably grab the first one. Oh. And maybe the second one. I think I might have to do some hammerage for the third one. Okay, so I reckon if I start off flat on the block to start with, sort of slightly off camera, and just get these started. That seems starting to come through the other side, so now I want to kind of, right, that's a bit annoying because of that bit in, I can't, right, we'll just have to come up onto the edge like this. See if we can drive these through. It's like 1, 2, hit a few, 99, 100, yeah. I can actually see the wax peeling off that one. Let's go there so we don't stress the end of it. Right, so we have skewered the back end. There we go. So that's that. So I'll just move that off to the side. And we've got to cut all of these flush, I believe. So let's get my snippy Ugears. That's that one. Oh, that one's went skiting across the floor somewhere. Skiting is a good Scottish word. That one's went skiting, and so is that one. Right. So let's just. I like the way it's just kind of all riveted together. It's really quite cool. Right, that's those 2. Oh, that's that one. Kinda, nearly would have done it. You should have. Right, get my file out. Here I've done. It's definitely getting more sturdy now. Got a simple idea though, just dowel joints on the back end to hold it all together. Lovely jubbly. It's definitely a lot more solid. Let's get rid of all these wee bits and bobs that we don't need. It says 1, 2, hit a few, sod it, a couple more will do. Yeah, I missed a couple there. My hammer accuracy was down. Right. Well, we're fairly getting on now. This is starting to look like a substantial machine. Let's see what it says on the next page. Oh, we're getting near the exciting stuff. I'll soon be on the wheels. There's more building out of the back end, by the looks of it. How on earth did they do that then? I've just made a mistake, I think. I've made a small mistake. It only asks you to cut 1. I should have left the one further back whole. So I now need to try and remove this one. Yeah, that's going to happen easily. Yeah, I should have cut that one and left the other one whole. It's all right, I've got plenty of cocktail sticks. Let's see if I can do a bit of emergency removal. Right, I've got quite a few tools. What have I got that is... A metal punch would be ideal, but size is that screwdriver? It's a bit big. Shall I just... So Terry's made a boo-boo, and now he's having to try and fix it. Yeah, right, okay. I will figure it out. Bear with me while I'm fanning about here. Right. You tell me a screwdriver's about the right size. But then I need to pack it up a little bit. So let's put that under it. Right, let's see if I can remove what I just put in there, because I didn't read the manual. Try this way. It would have been better without all these crossbars on. Yes, Terry, you've made a boob. Right, well that seems pretty solid. Can I maybe chop it out from the reverse way that it went in? Ah, ha 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 ha. Never fear. Smooth here. Yeah, it's going, it's going. Just pack it out with another one. Never thought I would find a use for a Tamiya screwdriver, but yeah, it got the bit out. Obviously, I'm going to be one cocktail stick down, but that's not a problem. I've got spare cocktail sticks. Right, so it really does want you to leave the point on it. So you can assemble bits from either side. That's a bit awkward. What's in there? Time for a brew. Bollocky Buff, evening smooth live stream. Yeah, I thought I'd try it a bit earlier on because they sort of, I put things on at weird hours and people aren't really watching. Ideally, I need 2 boobs, Osric. You think I need 2? Yeah. I've got a few friends with boobs, but unfortunately they won't let me play with them, so it's, yeah. Right, so I should have left this back one full length. Now, I don't know how I'm going to get on tapping the pointy end of a thingy through. Let's give it a try. Let's try to get the angle of dangle right. Using the wooden packers. Right, let's just gently. I don't like the idea of hitting it bang on the tip because it is going to just bend over. Let's see how we go though. We appear to be getting something through it. So the mistake I made there was I cut both of them in haste. But I've rescued it, I think. Actually, I've went too far. That'll do. I think that'll do it. I've rescued it. Not worried about that. Well, a handy little use for a Tamiya screwdriver. The only time I found a use for them. Right, so let's tidy that up like that. And just give that a wee bit of a clean. Because it's now got a raggy end because I've just take that raggy end off. There we go. Right. So the correct way of doing it is after that stage you should have one chop flush and one sticking out because there's more parts to go into this. And right, there's supposed to be one through there, which I didn't see them fitting. That must have been an earlier point. Okay. Got another one to drift through both parts of the frame. Right, that's that one. All right, I didn't see them knocking that one in, so I've got another one to put through. Fair enough. Fair enough. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's kind of building out the back end of the rear mudguard a bit by the looks of it. Ugears is back. Welcome back. Bollocky buff. Ozric saying, ideally you need 2 boobs. I don't mind sharing. Oh, it's been a good 3 years since I've had my hands or other parts of my body on a decent pair. So yeah, boobs. Distant memory. Right, so I've got one to drive through here. Let's see if I can just drive it through by twisting. Not going to happen. Right. You will go. This is not a cocktail stick supplied with a kit, so it might be a bit. How you doing? But it's going. It's got a bit of a bend on it. It's a bit how you doing, but it's going to work. Because I wasted one, I just used another one that I had in my. Is this still turning? And aye, it is. Aye, okay. Right, so I've got 2 squares sticking out the back now. 56, 2 lots of 57, 2 lots of 58. So I better do it one at a time because knowing me, I'll get them muddled up. And they are on this sprue. It's 58. There's 57 here. Will it easily pop out, or am I going to have to? I'll cut it. I shall cut it. Right, so there's a little knob there, one there. As the Americans would call them, it's for the fenders or mudguard, I think. Right, let's see if these 2. There's one. Well, you will come out. What the hell? Frankie, you didn't need to do that, mate, but thank you very much. My laptop battery died. And it's going to cost me 40 quid for another one, and Frankie's just done a super chat. Wow. Not sure when they'll give me that, but yeah, thank you very much. That's a bit surprising. Yes. Wow, indeed. Thanks, Frankie. You're a pal. I don't think I've seen one as high as that, but anyway. Thank you very much. You're a true gentleman. I've seen a couple on Amazon that are replacement ones. I think they're about 40 quid or something, so I'll try and get one ordered up this week. Luckily, my laptop's working okay off the power, but obviously if I have a power cut, everything just shuts down and knackers up your hard drive and that. But, well, I wasn't expecting that. True gentleman, thank you. YouTube's going to be wondering what's happening. This guy doesn't usually get anything. So yeah, when I was saying you could feel free to use a super chat, I wasn't meaning to spend that much money. £1 here and there is quite handy, but yeah, thank you very much. I suppose it gives you guys something to watch. Right, so that's 57. So let's. This is going to be quite interesting. That goes onto there like that. That goes onto there like. I can see here. So I think I'll put my jeweler's block in there like that. And just do a slowly catchy monkey type thing. definitely fattening up the back end, that's for sure. Because it's got a big, beefy back tyre on it. So I've got to do the same with this side. Let's see if we can get this one through the hole. Said the actress to the bishop. I'll just do the same again. They don't advise you to use a jeweler's block, but if I've got it here, it's certainly making life a little bit easier. Now there's another one to go on the end of that. Will it be long enough? Oh, sorry, I'm not on camera. I'm thinking so. Right, so it's part 58 and 58, which are these two parts. It's more solid now, so it's going together a lot easier. What have I done with my safety blade? Can you see it? Where's my safety blade going? Ah, there it is, hiding up there. Right, so 58, it's the next one. And there's one on there as well. And one up here. Another one up here. Oh, these are all on the underneath, so they're going through quite nicely. That's that one out. That one out. Right, so these should pop out. Oh, that one's fell out. And so is that one. Excellent. Oh, bloody hell. Cheers, Paul. I wasn't expecting you to buy my battery. I do have some money in the bank, but wow, thanks very much, guys. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, it was just an unexpected one. As I say, I went out for my gas and electricity today, and my bike had an oil leak, so my oil filter's leaking. So I've got an oil filter there. I just need to get myself some oil, and then I thought it was due to a Windows update, apparently, and I don't know if any of you guys have come across this. If you're obviously you're all running Windows 10. That on some laptops, after a Windows 10 update, it can show that the power's connected and charging, but it's not charging the battery. So there was a couple of solutions where you go and delete a certain couple of drivers and all that. So I did all that. The other one, because it's lithium ion, this will be something I'll do after I get a new battery. I'll split the battery that I've got, because sometimes it comes with like the 8650 cells inside, right? So there's loads of rechargeable lithium ion batteries inside, and then they're connected to circuitry. And if the batteries go below a certain voltage, the circuitry doesn't allow it to charge, and you have to split the thing apart. I might play about with that once I have another battery. I'll do it on my Electricity series. I'll strip it down and let you see it. I've actually got another laptop I want to fix as well. It's an old one, so but it's got all my I used to do karaoke's in that. It's got all my Sunfly discs and everything on. I could take the hard drive out, but I mean, it's an old Dell Inspiron. I think it was a 9600 or something like that. It was expensive at the time. I'd like to just try and revive that, even just to have like a second laptop for chat or whatever. It's running on XP, so it's probably not. It's not upgradable to Windows 10. I know that. It's too old. Wow. Very generous of you all. Haha, Fraser. YouTube's going to be suspicious. You've burnt your laptop's battery out. Only lasts about an hour 30 off the charge when it used to last 4. Yeah, see, I'm a gamer, so my power tends to be plugged in all the time. And It's not always good for batteries. But there are. I mean, I can strip laptops down. I think the graphics cards are there in another one actually, but we'll see how we get on. Right, 58. Well, this has got a really fat back end on it. I'm sure I heard Paul saying something like that to Sue, but I can't remember what he was referring to. Maybe it was his tracker. His combine harvester or his tracker. Ah, it's got a big back end on that one, Sue. Oh, yeah, so it has, Paul. Yeah, certainly got a nice big wide back end. It's getting wider, so it gives you an idea how fat this tire's going to be, or wheel, when we get it done. So let's get this one on the Padu freeze. Well, it's been a wee bit of a awkward bugger at that end. It's definitely got a big fat back end on it now. Sorry, yeah. Well, Sue, I never said a thing, darling. Right, so there's a rather fancy part. 59, it also goes on here. I wonder what that's for. I've seen that earlier. Yeah, a big curvy bit. Interesting. So 59 is the next one. So we'll go to the reverse so we can see where all the knobs are. There's one there. That's that one. There's one there. One up. There. Oh God, there's a few on this one. One there. Is that it? Oh, appears to be. It's popping out. There we go. That's a rather unusual shaped thing. Let us see what this is, because it goes on here. It's the mount for the back wheel, Terry, you fool. That goes on there, and that's what holds the back wheel on. Aha! It's all making sense now. It's all making sense now. Right. Wee knob in there. One there. One there. One there. Some sand. Yeah. Looking good. Right. So it goes that way. Where does it doesn't say where this bit goes exactly? It just kind of I'm going to look forward a bit because it's it hooks in under the bottom of. Does it? Oh, it mounts on the front one and hooks under that. Does it? Like that. That makes more sense. It doesn't make it very clear when it's put that on there. Okay. And then, yeah, it's definitely the forward one of the two pins. Yeah, that's how that goes. It goes on there like that. And then this taps into that. Right, okay. So let's use something to assist it. Let's use the side of a wheel. Oh, that broke. Thought it might. Terry, you fool. It's almost in. It just needs a bit of persuasion. And obviously, that's just. So that one tighten it. I might need to drive that one through a bit, I think. Just to give it a bit more to purchase on. Right, that's still not sitting 100%. I need something that I can place in there and hit to give it a bit more of a bit more purchase. Near enough. So that's obviously the bit that the back wheel mounts on. All pegged in. Right, so I had to flip forward a bit to see what that was all on about. Right. Now I can cut those bits off. Okay. Excellent. So just sit and have a wee break for a minute and chat with you guys. So yeah, hello. Yeah, that's the first. I mean, we tested out that super chat thing. Was it last week? Just to see if it was working. That's the first time I've had anything like that through. Surprised, but very, very chuffed. Thank you very much, people. So, Annie's got stuff on the bench at the moment. I'm just going to chop these wee bits off and give it a wee clean up. Oh, that one hit the ceiling. Oh, God knows where that one went. Quite surprised there was so many in tonight. Have I got a top pick for cheap yet good brushes? I did a review on my channel, mate, of what the hell was it? Army Painter. You can get a set Army Painter brushes. Oh, I can't mind, 30 quid or something like that. But I've got a review on my channel of the Army Painter stuff, and I like that. The Citadel ones, yeah. I've got some Calibres as well. They're not that great. But yeah, that Army Painter. If you go into my kits and reviews part on my YouTube, I do a review on the Army Painter and show you what you get in the kit. And there's a Kolinsky sable brush included in it. That's kind of, I can't afford. There's some really, really nice brushes out there, but I mean, a brush is a brush. I still use my Revell ones, and is it Revell Humbrol ones, and a few different types. But for my figurine paint, I'm using my Army Painter ones. John's got a Ducati 1199 Panigale. Are you doing the tricolour one, John? I'm going to get another one because my first one was a bit shite. That was before I got my airbrush and everything. Tricolour one looks nice. Frankie has painted the exhaust and the disc brakes for the Mazda. Oh, you're still work in progress on that one? I thought it was almost finished. Sue's got a Yamaha XV1600 custom on the bench. Is that not? Is John not doing one of them as well? Are you bodybuilding? A secret bodybuild that I didn't know about. Paul's doing a Russian Greyhound by Zvezda. Is that truck you showed me the other night? John Reeves Martini. Oh, the Martini colours. Did you have to get a separate decal set for that? Because obviously it's Spirits advertising. Your 996 will be there in a few weeks. Oh, Lee, you're a star. Yes, he is. Yeah, everybody's going, yeah. Russian Greyhound. So that's that 8-wheeler sort of big. Yeah. Oh, geez, they're all busy. Well, I suppose at least I'm doing something. I've got this wooden bike on the bench. As I've probably mentioned a few nights ago, all this this is a studio bed of my daughter's. It's great for piling kits up on top of, but it intrudes into the room a lot. So I've got shelves and stuff, but it's, yeah, and then I've got a tidier space to put all the kits that's on the top of that, so I can dismantle that. So the man cave is going to get a workover. My laptop at the moment is sitting on a snap-on roll cab, the mechanics cab. So I've got a roll cab, and I've got a sort of a half box, and then I've got my big snap-on toolbox on top. So all I've done is pulled the drawer out, and my laptop sits on the drawer. But I need to get that shifted. I'll maybe stick it across in that corner, and I've got another bench that I can get here. That's it's a computer station, so it's got a nice big flat top. I've got a A1 cutting mat and all that to go in it, and just to give me more space for stuff. So you still got a dashboard and interior to do, right? So do you do that before you glue it in, or is it? My next car kit's going to be that 911 turbo that I'm going to light up, and I will get onto it. At the moment, I'm just trying to get back to the bench. So yeah, my next build series will be the 911, and I'll eventually, before Tobagora No says it, yes, I will get the RZ and that done eventually, but I need to do quite a bit of dusting and stuff. I haven't used my man cave for months, literally since, apart for the odd review and stuff like that, probably January. And you know what it's like, you get dust building up, and you didn't want to be spraying stuff in a dusty room. So housekeeping's never been my my forte. Well, that's going to take a wee bit of filing, that one. It's a bit harder than the ones that I'm just trimming off the cocktail sticks while I'm setting you up in. I think I'll need to file them. Yeah, they're a bit. Oh, or maybe get a sharper safety blade. One of the two. It's certainly coming together though. It's a big beastie, I think, isn't it? Where it's big fat end. I'm liking the big fat end because it's got a really big fat tyre and everything that goes on. And all of this pistons move up and down and all. It's supposed to be drivable. Whether that'll work or not, I'm not really bothered. It's just kind of smart. Pledge, and I've got Pledge and plenty dusters. It's just I don't know how to use them. It's a bit like when I'm shaving, Sue. I've got plenty of razors. Well, actually, I've 9. I can't get any. But I just didn't stand close enough to them. Just a thing about house sweat. Yeah, me and house sweat. No, it doesn't work. I've always been the same. I had a really good dishwasher till she ran away with the milkman. I'm actually thinking about what I've noticed. You've noticed what? What, my unshavenness? That's my COVID hairdo. I do have hair clippers on that there, so I will give myself a tidy up at some point. But it's not like I've got to go out and meet any glamorous ladies or anything like that. So that's all sanded. Oh, we're going on the wheels shortly. So will I go back to the bench? I'll go back to the bench and have a look. doing okay for time. It's just after 10 o'clock here in the UK. For those that have just tuned in and just come across the channel by chance, I'm building something a bit different. I'm building a wooden motorcycle kit by Ugears. It's a VM. If you look up Ugears and VM-02 on the interwebs, it's kindly given to me as a Christmas present from our big mate Chris. So I've been doing a series of live shows, and I've been building it while I'm on the live show, and this is kind of where I'm at. Okay, so it's definitely a good bit of fun. And I'll go back to the bench, and we shall carry on building it. So, and if you have just happened across the channel, make sure you're on the main YouTube page. Click the little icon down the bottom. Remember to subscribe and click the little bell icon as well. And I've just noticed what John's put in the chat there. Could always meet the lady downstairs. She's about 78, John. She was gifted, obviously, but she's 78. But yeah, come onto the main page and join in the chat. What John's referring to there, which is actually quite funny, is there's an elderly lady downstairs. I've stayed here for about 10 years. And she's going a bit senile and stuff. And she stomps about the house, stark, but like naked. And she had her radio on too loud one night, and it was keeping me awake. So I went down and knocked on the door. And she answered the door totally starkers. Now, what I will say was she could have had my eyes out with those bristles. But yeah, it's like 78. I don't know if what's. I suppose if I was desperate, but then that might be seen as taking advantage of somebody that's. Because she's got carers and that comes in, so that would be taking advantage of somebody that's, Norabatti's better looking, mate. Sue, mate. Aye. Norabatti in a wrinkled stockings. Yeah, I think I would rather do Norabatti. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've always liked younger women. I've not really been into older women. As an old woman. I got tricked. Once. I went on a date. And she said she was like ages with me. Turns out she was nearing 60. It was like, okay. They say that, what is it, the older the fiddle, the better the tune, but, you've got to move things out the way and that to get to where you want to go. Some of you guys will be with me. You got to move things to get access. Right, before I get myself into trouble, I'm going to go back to the bench. On my bench camera. Back to the bike build. Far too much nonsense. Yous are bad, distracting me. Right, so a big beefy bike. So there's a little cross piece which looks like the indicators, which is part 60. Looks like it's got wee indicators or something, goes across here. So part 60, which sits on here as well. Oh, here it is. It's even got the wee sort of indicatory type. But John's saying I ride your ride, and Sue's giving be careful, Terry. Yeah. I'll try and be careful. If you can't, what is it? Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And if you can't be good, be careful. And if you can't be careful, bugger it. Aye. I think I would need one of those full body. I think I would need full PPE actually, Sue. Not just a condom, but like the welder's mask and gloves and stuff. Yeah, definitely. Aye. Oh, that just fell out there. Excellent. Aye, frogman suit and a diver's helmet, I think. Aye. Possibly a snorkel. Because I haven't yet learned to breathe through my ears, contrary to popular belief. Right, so the indicator bit only shows that way. Do I have to wax it? It doesn't say so. And it just sits in here, does it? Kind of, maybe, might do. I think I shall get maybe Will we block out? Just give it a little bit of a persuasion. So it's got wee indicators on the back now. Oh, that's kind of cool. Indicators, big fat S, big tank, big V4. So V4. Oh, this is getting exciting now. We're going to be doing something with wheels. I think this is the beginning of the back wheel. What's happening here in the chat? Naughty. A miner's lamp. Frankie's just pissing himself laughing. A plank and a rope. Aye, tie a wardrobe to Mars, John. That's, yeah. I don't know whether you should jump off the wardrobe with a bungee rope attached so you didn't fall in, but yeah. Right. There appears to be some wheelage going on now. Oh, I'm getting excited. 61. Where's the wheels? Have I already cut it out, or do I need to cut it out? Or wheels! Right, 61 is where? It's got to be one of these big fat ones, is it? No, 65, 60. Have I got the right number? 61, it's one of the... Good. Terry, your brain's totally stopped working. 84, 67, 66, 61. This piece. It's that piece. This piece I need. Yes, John's being a naughty boy tonight. Right, there are tiny nubs in it, but I don't think I'm going to get to them, so I'm just going to gently see if I can persuade. Tiny little bit of delamination on that nub, but it's not really noticeable. Hey! Right. Where's my file? I'll just give that a wee bit of a clean up. On there. Should just spray these black now, eh? But nah. I'm going to go for the full wood effect. Right, so I have... looks like the beginnings of the back wheel. What's this? Tie a pencil? Tie a pencil to what, Fraser? Oh, right, yous are just being cheeky now. John's saying I've got to get some oil for my bike, so I might as well get some lube too. You on about chain lube, John? Yeah? Right, I need... Oh, a big part. 63... which is also on here, which is a spindle by the looks of it. 63, yeah, this... Try to catch the light the right way. 63, this big spindle is the next bit. Oh, my glasses are starting to fall apart again. Give me a second. These are also cheeky tonight. That's shocking. My mum never taught me these things. Aye, right. I think that's just about falling out by itself. It is. Okay, so that's a spindle. Fraser saying it's just like being at work. I do miss that. Obviously, I'm a mechanic to trade, and I worked in the motor trade for many moons. I do miss the banter. The banter was, yeah. Didn't miss some of the bar stewards that worked in places, but yeah, I missed the banter. Yeah. You must have worked in a lot of similar places to myself. Right. Definitely go clean this up because I know it's going to be trying to go through. the wheel assembly. Can't erase my glasses together. I thought about it, but they're titanium, right? And where it's actually broke is where the wheel leg mounts onto the outside edge. So if I could take the lens out, I'd thought about it, but yeah, I'd actually thought about soldering, and then found out that you can't really solder resin. Can't really solder titanium. You'd like to wax that beard off. I'll tell you what, Sue, just for you, before the next time I go live, I shall take my beard off for you. Right, so I need to wax this to help it go through the wheel a bit. Okay, I'll do that. A wee bit of wax. Now, with the wheel in this position, this comes through from the rear. Legs here. And then these have to lock into that. Oh, snap fit. Well, there we go. We've got a spindle with a bit of wheel in it. Metal weld. We didn't want you getting friction burns or splinters. You so cheeky tonight, so cheeky. You're all going to get a slap. Right. It tells you to put them in before I put that in. Really? Well, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it the smooth way. 262s and a 64. Right. Seems to be some doubling up of parts on this, actually. Well, maybe not. 64. Haha. 64. Which is a brake disc. Oh, there you go. Right, okay. We have a brake disc. Yeah. Quite a few knobs on this. Oh no, just the 3. Again, this is in the centre of the wheel, so I'm going to need this tyre off at some point anyway, so I might as well remove this centre part, make life easier later on. From the reverse. Let's see if I can find the knobs. Maybe I can find the knobs on the other side. Oh, Sue, you cheeky devil, you'll get the tweezers indeed. You need to stop peeking in my bathroom window when I'm going for a shower, my darling. That's shocking. I'll get the tweezers. It's actually an electron microscope. It's not been used for so long it's shriveled up. Right, so I've just dropped the centre out. That'll maybe make life easier finding the knobs on this little brake disc in the middle. Just wait till I get you in a hangout. You're getting it. Oh, tiny little one there. So there was something I noticed. I'd been off Facebook for a while on the cave. It's encouraging to use like a group chat thing. So I might try that one night. Just with the members of the cave. It's like, you know, if you've got a webcam and a microphone, apparently I can go into Smooth's Cave and start up a group thing, and we can all pile in and just rip the piss at each other. So I might think about doing that one night just for a laugh. Obviously that won't be live on YouTube, it will just be us all sitting having a giggle and stuff. Quite a thick brake disc this. I think it needs a bit of a skim. Whatever. Right, so we now have a break-ins the disc. And as well as a brake disc, I need 2 support members. Members. Parts number 62. Are they on this one or on this one? 62, I've seen them earlier. They are these little bits here. See if we can get them undone. I'm thinking there's just the 2 knobs. Quite small, these wee things. Yes, I was right. Definitely seems clearer. You can see the knobs on the reverse side. One there. One there. One there. And one there. We're going to have to use a little tool that they give you. Don't say it sounds good. You need to get better internet first, though, John. Your internet's... Yeah. They're asking for my money back. But yeah, we'll give it a bash one night. But it's a thing that Facebook says, you know, do you know you can now start a group chat? It's probably a bit like the Zoom thing. I haven't tried Zoom yet. Just where you can get quite a lot of people in one room. But if there's enough people show interest, we'll schedule a date and time. And we'll all fire on and just have a bit of a giggle and a laugh. Yeah, John, your internet's rubbish, but we've always known that. Mind you, it's a while since I was last on with you. It used to break up a little bit. But we'll give it a go. Definitely think it would be a... Should we make it a weekend or something like that? A weekend night. A Saturday night or a Friday night or something like that. We can all have our tipples in. I don't think we should start with any drinking games, though. That would just go the wrong way. Right, 2 little supports, which go into there and into there. I tell you to put that on before you put that bit on, but nah. That's never going to fit in there. Oh, it goes to Terry. Taxi for a fanny. Right, that's that one. I was trying to put a square peg in a round hole there. Oh. Right, sit like that. A gentle tap. Same with that bit. Then apparently the brake disc just goes over the top. All right. Let's see if that works then, eh? Terry goes quiet when he's concentrating. Ah. Now, is that kind of level? So there we go. We've kind of made it up like a hub with a brake disc and part of a tyre on. It's kind of... It doesn't look fully in, but I think it is. Yeah, that'll do it. So, yeah, it's that bit. Oh, now we're getting on to the exciting stuff. Oh, we're actually getting to build up bits of wheel. Oh, right, I'll move this off to the. That's because that's going to be a bit skinny at the back like that, isn't it? It's going to be like, yeah, big fat arse and wee skinny wheel. That's not going to work. Right, what's happening in the chat? Gee, thanks. Friday or Saturday would be good. Yeah. Frank says, I hope I don't have to work when you go to try this cave chat thing. Well, I put a post up in the cave. I don't know. I'll come back on the chat for a minute. Because I need to go to the wee boys' room anyway. I've put a post up in the cave saying I was thinking of trying it out. So maybe if you reply with, what dates or, days would be more suitable so we can get a few of us in. Like if you know what shift you're on, say you know that like maybe not this Saturday, but the next again Saturday, you're off, and there's a lot of other people off at the same time. Then we could plan it for then. So if you just reply in the post that I've put up in the cave, for those that are wondering what I'm on about with the cave, I have a friendly little Facebook group, model making related. Just posting the link up there for you. Smooth Cave, where we share all our work and stuff like that. An admin will need to add you, but I mean, if you make models and stuff, and you just want to have a giggle, yeah, definitely. Hold on, wait a minute. Her indoors pays internet bill. I'll tell her to sort it out. Yeah, I think she's down, or she's went into the router settings. You know how you can have like 3 devices connected on the Wi-Fi, and you can boost one device. She'll be boosting her one playing the bingo. Whilst your one's getting like rubbish internet. So, a Friday or a Saturday night, and it'll be a trial and error. I expect it to be a bit like messenger chat groups, but and then people who show interest, I can say, right, we're going to go live, and I'll just add everybody that's replied to the post and just see how it goes. It'll just be a giggle. We can just sit and goof off with each other. Obviously, it's not going to be live on the YouTubes or anything, but it's just going to be like I haven't tried. I imagine it'll be like Zoom where you've just got multiple people in. So yeah, definitely want to try that out for a laugh. So I need to go to the little boy's room. So I'm going to disappear for about 30 seconds, and I'll be back in a. Apologies, because it's just me it's on. And he creeps back. Sorry about that, folks. Old man bladder. Man's got to go when a man's got to go. Yeah, it took me a wee while to find it, and then you know what you're like as an old man. You think, oh God, when's it going to stop? Aye, so I was away shaking hands with an old friend there. I'm just looking at this and wondering, I've made another fuck up somewhere. I have. I can see it right now. Oh, wait now. Yeah, I trimmed back a pin on here that I shouldn't have. So I'm going to have to knock that out and put another one in. But what I'll do, rather than bore you with that, I'm going to carry on with building the wheel. Yeah. I got mixed up with what you cut off and what you don't. I should have left. That's all right. It'll be easy enough. I'll just do the same again. I'll tap it out with the Tamiya thing, but yeah. Oh dear. I made another boo-boo. Right, let's go back onto the bench. So the boo-boo I made was exactly... right. Obviously, we've got to mount all this wheel carrier thing on here, right? And it goes on a cocktail stick dowel that goes through there. Obviously, there's going to be one at the other side, isn't there? And I've cut it off flush. So I'll need to knock that one out and put a new one in, but that's not going to be a hardship, as I've already done earlier on. So, yeah. As you say, wash my hands. Yes, of course. Yeah, I can't be giving my model COVID. Oh, dear, the doctors. Is it awfully cheeky night trying to find my doodah and, yeah, and smooboo, yeah. So I've made a bit of a CUNT out of that one, but yeah, you learn, and it's fixable. So I'll put that off the side. I want to get the wheel together because it's a big fat beastie. So I've got that done. So what am I looking for now? 65, 66, and 67. Here we go. All the wheelie bits. So 65. Oh, it's one of these wee ones. 65. I've got one of them out already. 65. 66. I better be careful with these. Got a tiny wee bit of delamination on the last one. Oh, it's going. You will comply. Sixty-five, 66, 65, 66, and a 67. One of the bigger ones. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this, but I'm doing the wheels. Because it's a monstrous big fat tyre on this beastie. Right. So clean these all up and get more cock and tail sits out. Any of you guys ever made any of the wooden kits? Just curious. Small bit of delamination there. Oh, bad. I've tried anything similar to this. Didn't even know stuff like this existed. It's great fun. Right. Not overly clean these up because I didn't want the tyres with big white spots on them. It's quite good because it's got all the laser printed Ugears and direction of rotation and everything on the back. So that's pretty cool. Nothing there. It's not the breakout not too bad. I suppose you could go over it with wood stain or whatever later on if you wanted to, if you were worried about, you know, there's bits in the tank where it's white where you've sanded it. I suppose you could always stain it and varnish it with it being wood. I'm not going to go to that extent. I'm just going to build it and enjoy it. Right, so we have the 3 tyre parts, which we have to line up all the wheels on. And I'm not going to mistake a chopping the... wait now, you see the inside of them, so I need to clean up those knobs. Right, okay. Yeah, but I suppose you could put a wee wood stain on it, a wee bit of varnish, or make up some pledge, magic wash, a wee bit of colour through it, or whatever. Give it a going over with that. Right, okay, so that, and then that lines up with that, and then that goes on and lines up with that. Oh, we're getting big fatty tyres now. Right. So it's telling me to hit it on the pointy end again. Okay. Well, they're actually saying it should just push in, but yeah. A chunky wheel. Never made a wooden kit. Want to though? Yeah, really enjoying this. Good fun. Sorry guys, I have to stop watching now. Have some fun together. Bye bye and good night. You've got work early. Catch you later, Frankie. Thanks for popping in and thanks for being silly earlier on with the super trip. Wasn't expecting that. That's for sure. Right. I will try my usual and just give them a little dressy sand up on the cocktail stick. And I shall wax them like they ask you to do. This one as well. Okay. So then it's a matter of going through that one, and through that one. And the same on this side. And then driving these through. Right, let's give that a little bash. It's going. It's certainly going. Certainly going there. We're cooking with gas, I think, guys. Right, that's certainly going as intended. I'm not going to cut anything off before I have to now because I keep making mistakes. Fraser's saying he's going to have to shoot off here as well. Got to be up at 6:45. Have a good night, you lot. Maybe that's a school night, right enough. That's why I thought I would try coming on and doing an earlier stream rather than doing a late stream. A bit better for you guys. Right, so this lot now, with that, I now have to put that into there. Okay. Surprisingly, that squeezes together. Oh, that's half a wheel. That's a big fat beastie, that, isn't it? Right, and then I need 67, 66, and 68 for the other side. And not till it's all together do I cut the cocktail sticks this time. Right, let's make myself some room. I'll need that. Put the wax up there. So 67 first of all. Buddy. Just gently wiggling it. It's a bit hard to cut the nubs on them because of where they are. Right, so that's 67. Tiny wee bit of delamination here and there, but it's nothing bad. Plywood, of course, 3 ply. Right, so 67 is the next one. And over the 2 cock and tail sticks. And it should just push together. Oh, this is coming a bad boy now. Alright, what am I after? 66 next. What even stands up on its own? Oh. 66. 66. That's this one. Getting fewer and fewer parts. There's still quite a lot of parts to go in this. You can see me getting another couple of streams out of this. You know how slow I build. It's starting to go. A bit of cricking and cracking here and there. You will comply. There we go. 66. Big, fat. It's a bit like a Harley Davidson fat boy. Big, fat back end on it. Right, so this one on next. Oh, I need to remember how to do that. Can't remember if I did it on the other one, but oh well. Right, so over the cocktail stick again, and on this cocktail stick, and shove this one in. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a beefy big back wheel light. Really cool how they're doing it. I like that. Right, I have one more, which is 68, which is a direction of rotation one. Is it? Yeah, it's got stuff in the middle as well, so this is going to be a bit of a... Right, so that's that bit out, but there's also stuff in the middle here, which are bearings for the rear wheel. So I need to try and... I think I'll try and cut these out. Right, there's one there. One there. One there. One there. Can we find the same on the other side? There we go. Right, so these are the bearings, so I'll keep these handy. So I'll just give this a little tiny wee clean up. This is the one with the laser printing on it, or laser etching, whatever you want to, whatever the correct term is. Okay, I'll just clean up the inside edge. the bars off. Yeah, I think it would take a really nice wood stain and a varnish. Anyway, right, so this is the other side. And they've even got the direction of rotation arrows going the right way. Excellent. Ollie, you've got a 1.6 Harley Fat Boy, you're joking me. They go for silly money. Definitely be a good one to do though. Right. Ho ho ho. It's all together. I'm allowed now to cut these. Hey, this is the back wheel. Yay. God, that one almost went in my cola. Right, let's just, I need to try and trim this off carefully without losing all the, what they've done with the laser, all this lovely laser stuff. So I'm not going to sand these, I'm just going to trim them. Hopefully. It's a beast at wheel though. A big beastie. Change, that's a cracker of a wheel, isn't it? That's a bit better sitting under the back of the bike now. A big fat wheel like that actually will sit that way. Oh, it's a beastie. You're selling yours cheap. PM me. Let me know what you're looking for it. John's going, oh, Brummy Dan. Hello, Brummy Dan. Well, you've started me on something now. I've just Googled this kit you're doing, and now I want a heavy boy truck kit. Somebody the other night mentioned something about the heavy boy truck kit. Was it Sue? Can't remember now. Somebody mentioned to me about the heavy boy. The only ones I've seen, I mean, I got this for a Christmas present. Where's the box? I had the box. Terry, what have you done with the box? Oh, there it is. Yeah, my biker mate got me that, right? And it shows you some different ones on the back. And sorry if this is flickering. It shows you a car and a treasure box and a model truck and that, but seemingly there's loads. But they were saying it was a bit more like the big 1/16 scale Peterbilt building, but it's got a trailer as well. The heavy. What sort of money's in that, Brummy? Have you, or Dan? Have you had a look? I didn't even know how much these are. I mean, as I say, it was a present. But a big wooden truck kit with a trailer, that would be cool. And they call that the heavy boy. I bet it's probably about 80 quid or something silly like that. But this is a motorbike. Where I've kind of got to it so far, all the tank and everything on, and it's all sort of cocktail six and everything. And this is I've got a bearing in that to put in, but this is how fat the back wheel is. I definitely think a wee bit of staining on it would be advantageous, but this is. It's that. Oh, right. Okay, so you buy the truck. So the trailer unit's 65 quid. Oh, the cab unit's 65 quid. Aye, so you're looking at 70, 80, 90 quid. Oh, still be fun. I mean, I've never done anything like this, but I've had a few hours enjoyment. Well, I know I've been sitting chatting and goofing off and that, and this is my fourth stream, so it's about 3 hours of streaming. But I mean, definitely, if you can afford it, go for it. So yeah, I'll go back to the bench. So yeah, I'm hearing a lot about this heavy boy truck kit. If Ugears are watching, which I very much doubt, I wouldn't mind trying the heavy truck kit. You never know. Yeah. Hours of fun keeps you out of mischief, keeps you away from the better half for a little while. Right, so I've got a bearing to put on. I've only got one to do. Okay, it wants me to put a bearing on the end of this. Let's see if I can get it out. And then it'll get to the bit where I mucked up and might have to unmuck up. Because I trimmed a cocktail stick that I shouldn't have trimmed. But Evans and Murgatroyds even. Right, and because it's a little bearing, I'm just taking this rough bit off. I'll give it a wee rub on the outside, smooth it a wee bit. They're never going to be totally drag free. Just due to the nature of them, the holes are a lot bigger than the bearings and stuff. I will take my little bit of oh, you've never seen the kits before, so you googled what I was making. Yeah, I hadn't seen them. As I say, I've had this for a couple of years. My big mate Chris got me it for Christmas, and it sat there. I just thought, what could I do in a live stream one night? And I thought, oh, I could do this wooden bike kit. And I've got really into it. I've been struggling with Mojo away for the bench for a while, so I've got a little bearing that slides on here, which obviously will slide into that hole there, like so. Yeah, so we're kind of at it, but I have a feeling that the next bit it's going to tell me to put on is the bit that I fucked up the cocktail stick on, and it is. Right, I might as well do the remedial repair just now then. I might as well do the remedial repair because I fluffed it up. Right, so I need to come back through from this end. It's just trying to balance it all, really. Did I put that wee screwdriver away that I was using for the wee Tamiya one? That I used for chapping the cocktail stick back out. Oh well, it's coming out again. It'll fall out this time, more than likely. Because I was a div. Didn't read the manual. Nothing that can't be sorted out. But it's one of these things that you need about 4 pairs of hands for. Have I got it moving? I'm not sure, or if I'm just spreading it out. Ah, cooking with gas. No bother a man of my calibre. Yeah, might need pliers to get the next bit out. Oh, this is all going to fall apart again, obviously, but right. And what I'll do is I'll hammer the other one through for this side so that I've got the extra bit sticking out the other one. Right. Yeah, I made a bit of boo-boo. Oh, there's the buddy that bought me this kit. Christopher Hillary, how you doing, mate? Aye, smooth. There's an oil tanker that can hold a can of fizzy at 85 quid. Yeah, I'd love to build it, but 85 quid, mate. Can of fizzy, what? Juice, beer? An oil tanker. That sounds cool. For those in chat, Chris Hillary was the guy that got me it for my Christmas, my biker mate. Made a few boobies here and there, Chris, but it's getting there. Luckily, cocktail sticks are quite easy to find. Really enjoying it though, and it's fairly coming on. Apart from some, I don't know whether it's just me and I don't read the manual properly. Or the instructions are a bit vague at points, or I just rush through it and go, aye, that'll be all right. And then it's like, oh, right. So I need to get this one all the way through what I've previously done so I can get the back wheel mounted. Right, so that's that waxed. That's going to have to go back through all of that again. Right, okay. Let's see how we get on. See if I can repin it and get it right this time. It will start gripping. Right, that's it starting to pin now. You won't comply. One, two, hit a few, miss a few hundred. Getting there. Tell you what, it's going to be well pinned in anyway, that's for sure. If only I'd read the instructions right the first time round, I wouldn't be doing all this, but here we go. Such a wee hammer. I'm missing now and again, but yeah, it's working. The remedial fix is working. Oh no, I've missed one. Nah, that's not going to work, is it? Don't panic, Captain Mandarin. I've got it. Right, now if I'd left that one sticking out like I should have done in the first place, I wouldn't have had to redo all that. So yeah, don't do what I did and cut them off before, well, it tells you to cut them off kind of thing. I just need to sort that back in a bit. Sorted. You've been watching playing the Xbox. You'd have broken it a long time ago. Not got the delicate. Yeah, Chris has got hands like shovels. He's a proper. Put it this way, he's the kind of guy you'd want to have your back if you were in a pub and somebody was going to start something. He just sort of walks up. I mean, I'm a big guy myself, 6'5", but yeah, he's more beefy. Said that just to the bishop. Yeah, definitely somebody you want behind you and not heading towards you. Right, so I now need to fix that. I've got that on for the bearing. It now wants me, oh, what's that? Oh, there's a little locking thing goes on the wheel, really. Do I want to do that before I think I'll lock the wheel in last. I've got to build another one of those funny little gears up. So that's fine. Just get rid of all these little pieces. I've got to do the sprocket for the chain, which is quite interestingly, although it's rubber band drive, is on the same side as the disc. Right, so I need part 70, which isn't on that one. Here it is, it's on this one. Yeah, Chris, these are hours of fun, like. That's me on my
I think my 4th live stream, mate.
But obviously I'm sitting chatting away to folk and not just head down,
arse up. Having a bit of a giggle at the same time.
Let's see if this will pop out. Is it? Aye, it's out. And then another 4 of these tiny little things. That's it. If it's anything like the last one, I'll need to jiggery pokery a bit. But yeah, basically, I've got to cut those 4 little pieces and individual little teeth and poke them in there, and they don't. Yeah, a little bit of adjustment is required, but we shall get there. We did it with all the other ones. There wasn't too much swearing involved, and I think the carpet monster only jumped out once. So this is basically the back. If you had a chain and sprocket, it's the back sprocket, but it's rubber belt drive. So before I even get near them, I'm going to give these all just a little bit of a head start. This is a bit you've really got to fiddle fart about with. So I wonder what moving parts are on the big truck one then. Because obviously this has got like moving pistons and you're supposed to be able to wind it up and off it goes. I wonder what, because they're kind of advertised as mechanical kits, so I wonder what the truck's got. What's Dan saying? Only recently came across your channel when you were searching for how to make airbrush cleaner. Model kits haven't done any in ages, life's got in the way. I'm up and doing all the time, Dan, so yeah. I've completed a few, but yeah, there's a few I've started quite a few years ago and no finished, but yeah, I'll get back into it. As you say, life gets in the way. I'm a bit unfortunate. I struggle quite bad with depression and anxiety and stuff, and it's quite good that a lot more people are talking about it now. So I have good days and bad days. On good days, I'll do stuff like this, and I'll get to the bench and I'll live stream and have a bit of a giggle and a laugh. And on bad days, I struggle to get out of bed. So yeah, it's one of those. But I was looking for something to get me back to the bench, and this is definitely good fun. Fiddly is, I don't know, I've got sausage fingers, right? Can you make it that wee bit? Yeah. So it's a bit like working with 1/35 tanks. But yeah, this is rubber band driven. Whether the rubber bands will be able to overcome the friction, even though I've put candle wax in all the parts that it tells you to for lubricating, is yet to be seen. It'd be wonderful if it does, but if it doesn't, it's not going to bother me because it's a fun build anyway. I'm not going to be zooming it about the floor like a kid going, "Oh look, vroom vroom." It's going to get put in a display case. Two. So they all work off. So obviously the big truck must be motorised as well then, if they all work off elastic bands. I'm guessing Dan's in Brummie land. Trying to remember, there was a comedian that did that all the time. It's not Len Henry, is it? Was it Len Henry? Is he doing that way? Right, that's another one. God, they're small. Tidy this one up, and then the fun begins. Trying to get them to go in the hole. Maybe if I put some hair around it. Yeah. But yeah, if you can afford the truck's got a rubber band in, oh, that would be good. probably a V8 or a straight 6 or something like that. If you can afford it, Dan, it's going to give you hours of. I don't know. Are you under lockdown? Are you furloughed, or how you doing with the whole COVID thing now? Lenny Henry is Dudley, Black Country. So is he a yam yam then? Is he a yam yam yo? Yeah, so he's Dudley. There was a gentleman that used to come on the channel who sadly passed away, and he was a yam, and we always used to have a bit of a laugh with him being a yam yam. He's not here anymore, sadly. There we go. But yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, and I've started looking at it, I mean, I've treated myself. You probably weren't on earlier on. I normally can't. This is going to shine like hell. I normally can't afford kits like this. It's a big box. It's a big, But the way I'm starting to look at things now is, if you say this takes me like 5 or 6 streams to make, even though I'm chatting, there's 3 hours. So say that's 30 hours of fun out of this, and then you divide that into the amount the kit costs. It's like £1 an hour for whatever. I'm starting to think of kits that way rather than saying something's 90 quid. But then there's always the fact that can you afford 90 quid for a kit? It's. But the hours of fun you get out of them, yeah. If you do it in fun hours per pound, I think is a good way of working it. Right, this is where the tricky bit comes in. It asks you then to put these tiny little things into this gear, but they don't fit. You have to do a wee Scottish word, a wee bit of fettling to get them to fit. But if you're working with wood, it's a natural substance, so you're going to get a bit of, needs a bit more fettling. Because what I'm trying not to do, because it's 3-ply wood, I'm not wanting it to split when I force it in, because you use this little tool to force in the little piece. You've got mainly aircraft, so you've got a stash. So one of the mods on here, GB's Model Zone, John, he's likes his aircraft. He's got a toy shop in his chest. It's not a stash. He's got a bloody toy shop. Right, let's see if we can get this. It's a bit fiddly. See if we can get this to go in using the applicator that they supply. Or do I need to take a bit more out? Yeah, I'm thinking a bit more out. So yeah, I build all sorts of things, but I like trying all different things. Yeah, I mean, I scratch built a TARDIS. That was real fun. I downloaded a set of rough plans from Tinterwebs and just cut bits of balsa and then tweaked it a wee bit myself and added lighting and that to it. So wingy things, as John says, yeah. So I've got 2 Johns. We've got Irish John, which is John Reeves, here to here situation. And yeah, Gordon's alive. GB's Model Zone. He's got more kits than my mate's got stock in his shop. I could quite believe it. But you've been modelling for about 130 years or something, John, is it not? Must be about that. I can you're an old fuddy-duddy. Right, this is going in now. A bit of persuasion with the tool. A wee bit of making sure it's flush. Because the idea of these V-grooves is there's an elastic band sits in the middle of them, and it's just to give it some to grip on. Oh, I've missed that one, John. Oh, you Welsh git. Dear. You build anything, yeah, I'll give anything a go. But if I'm purchasing something myself, I tend to stick to certain things. But there's only so many 30 and 40 pound bike kits you can do before you're like, want to try something else. But I've got a lot of bike kits. That's when I came back to modelling. I mean, possibly like quite a lot of people on here. My dad got me into it when I was about 7 or 8. And it was the old Humbrol and the, well, let's see if I've still got the glue. That horrible glue. Remember this? So the tubes of poly cement and you're getting strings everywhere and all that. It was all that kind of stuff. And you would paint it with a brush and that. And then once I got to teenage years and discovered girls, I wasn't really into model making. I had a mate who had really bad acne. He was really good at model making, but then he wasn't really bothering about the girls, I suppose. Sad, but yeah. And then I took it up in my late 40s, I think. And then you've not got a woman, well, I've not got a woman at the moment over your back going, you spent what? On a kit? So I'm lucky in that respect, I suppose. Oh, Sue, you're a right flat. It's still modelling, but lately I've been doing die-cast restoration. No, I've seen a few people doing that, Dan. Paul Bretland was doing it for a while over on ISM. Getting old Matchbox cars and giving them a makeover with the paint job and everything. There's a lot of people doing that. I remember as a youngster, I had loads of Matchbox cars, and when we used to go to my granny's, she had quite a few of the Corgi originals, like the Batman car and a wee police car. All the tyres had been off in that, they actually got played with. Yeah, I had loads of Matchbox and dinky cars, and then they came out with all the Hot Wheels and all that. Yeah, misspent youth. I remember my first Meccano set. I was into me. I quite liked that James May series that was on the telly about building the stuff out in Meccano. I had Lego as well, but Meccano was definitely up my street. Probably why I ended up being a mechanic. Although I'm kind of too old for that now, but it's a young man's game these days, being a mechanic. Almost. You will go in. So that's 2 little gears in of the back sprocket. We're collecting die-cast cars too. Well, just because... What's it to say? The difference between men and boys is the price of the toys. Is that right? Have I got that right? That's the only difference. We're doing all right for time. It's 20 past 11. I'm going to end the stream about midnight. I usually do about 3 hours. I had been doing it at a silly time of night, starting at 10:30 and going out at 2 in the morning, but not everybody's a night hawk like me, so I think I'll change the times that I go on. If I'm doing my live stream builds, there's no point doing it when everybody's in bed sleeping. I suppose I can tune in later on, but definitely a little bit of fettling required, but we will get there. Well, that seems as if it's about ready to go in. Will you go? Nope, it's needing a bit more. Yeah, we're all just big kids. Especially me.
I'm a silly wee 17-year-old laddie trapped in a 50-odd-year-old man's body. That's what it is.
'53 this year. Change.
Where did the time go? Ah, there we go. That's going to pop in. A wee bit more of a...
There we go. One more to go.
Yeah, these are all like time-consuming bits of these wee gears. The rest of it's been not too bad, apart from my elastic band issues, but yeah. Royal Mail helped me out with that one. Right, it should be near enough now. Oh, I think so. I think that will go. Nope, not quite. It should go this time, though.
Right.
You will comply. Yep, that was a decisive click. It's in. And you get all these all level in that, and then you've got to try and force them onto the shaft, and it goes like, not going to happen. Right, okay, so the little gear is made, and it has to slide over. I'm going to put some wax on this because I don't want to knock all my gear teeth off. So this goes onto the main. That's better. So we now have the back brake disc with a little sprocket on it. I've got a bearing on that side. I've got another bearing to put on this side, which was in the middle of here. Let's see if we can get this to come out the thing. There we go. That's a wee bit of cleanup. Yeah, so really quite good. I think my age group was the last to understand real toys these days. Toys aren't toys. Grew up with Airfix, Lego, Meccano, diecast, model railways. Yeah, I always fancied a model railway, but they were, even back in the day, they were expensive. But I had a friend at school who was from a slightly better off family, and he had up in his attic, all the Hornby stuff and that, and all laid out, and brilliant. Used to go up in his attic and choo choo. So that little bearing then goes on the end of the shaft, like so. So we now have a bearing on there, and then we have put that in, lock it in, elastic band on, then that part. Right, I'm going to cut it out ready. This other big piece. Right, where's all the... Definitely easier, just a wee tip. I've said it many times. Flip it on the reverse, you can see all the nubs better to get in with your wee safety blade, which is what I recommend for cutting all the bits out. They give you a tool just to push all the bits out, but then you get delamination and stuff, and it looks a bit shite. I think I'm nearly. There's something holding it. Yeah. So this is the other swing arm, basically. Yep, that's that dropped out. Excellent. Where's me? There it is. Give this a wee bit of clean up. So I'll be doing well if I get the back end on this tonight. And I think it'll be the next one I'll do will be getting all the front end together. And that obviously chaps into the other side on there, that's fine. Right, okay. But before I can fit this, I need to secure this side in, and there is. So I need one black rubber band, and there's a part. What's the part number? I'm looking for it now. 69. We're looking for a 69. Oh, there's two 69s there. Let's get a 69 out. No dirty comments, Sue, please, about the 69s. You go back to your exercise room. So this is the retaining piece that holds the wheel and hub and that on, which is quite nice. You've got 2 or 3 wee bolts in it. Oh, the James May series, well, the toys, yeah, and doing the massive scale exits track, no, that was a good series, that. So it tells you to put that one with the bearing through there, like so. And then we have to push this little lock-in piece. Not liking that much. Through the spindle. Oh no, it looks as if it might go okay. Okay, so that locks kind of the back wheel on that side. Then we come over to this side. Now I'm looking for my tweezers with the plastic. There we go. So, the elastic band goes round the rear sprocket. Or do I put it round the big one first? And it actually goes through that cutout as well. Right, okay. I think I'll do the big one first. Right. And then we have to stretch. Oh God, that's a bit of a stretch for a wee elastic band. Yeah, right, okay. Bit worried about the amount of tension on this one. Use my fingers. God, that's a strong wee band, that. Right, okay. So then we stretch that little, don't know if you can make it out, that little black elastic band. Okay. It sits in that little cutout. Okay, everything seems kind of central and where it's supposed to be. And then we have to put this one on, which goes over there and over there. And then knocks into, right, it knocks into there. Right, this is going to be a bit of a juggle. It's just pushing in, which is fine. I reckon I'm going to have to chap that one like what I did the other side. Okay, so we've got a back wheel in there. Now, what's it touching? Someone's touching something somewhere. Right, that's moved. Was it? bit of fitment issues here. Let's see if I've got a small... The rear end of the drive shaft's actually foul on the wheel, which you don't want. That's a bit. How you doing? Okay. Oh, it seems free enough now. How did what not snap? That, because I've got a jeweler's block on the other side. I'm just using a little toffee hammer. I've been putting it together with a toffee hammer. So as you can see now, we've got a drive belt going from there around that big one. Then we've got another drive belt going from another one round there, which makes all the wee pistons go up and down. And then this mechanism here is a ratchet and pull, so when you twist it up, it all seems a bit tight to me, but yeah, it's turning stuff. Scary biscuits. Right, so that's in, that's in, that's in. I've got another one of these captives to go in there and another couple of bearings to go on. Okay, fair enough. How are we doing for time? Still plenty of time. So I need the other 69, I believe it is. There we go, let's get this one out. 69 treble 1966. Oh, the band. I don't know, the black ones are pretty high tensile little things. Yeah, the drive ones are black. I don't know what they're made out of, if it's neoprene or whatever. The bigger ones are just like ordinary ones. Right. Yeah, I was thinking that myself. That band had quite a bit of tension on it. So again, I'm going to put a little bit of wax on this just to... So this is the other retainer for the other side of the wheel. Let's get them both facing the same way. No. Right. You will go in there. Oh, this is a bit tighter, this one. It's a bit tighter. Go in. Oh, I can hear it. Creaky, creaky, crick, crick. Right, okay, so that's the back wheel bolted on. I've already got bearings on there. I've got more bearings to put on. So number two, oh, there's a 2. There's another block of 2s there as well. Right, okay. So one of these. Will comply. Come on. Oh, come on. Get out of there. Right, there's one. I'll discard that now. Some more 2s on here. Oh, I've not played darts for a while. No, actually. Mind you, all the pubs are shut, so that doesn't help. Right, so that's a block of 2s. So I need another one of these little babies. I need a number 2. Right. Great, that's number 2 number 2s. Looking forward to getting the big Ugears casing on the side. That'll be quite smart. Probably one of the next stages. I've not looked that far ahead yet. Right. Just a little bit of sand because these are bearings. You have to wax them. Does it say you have to wax these ones? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so make sure to keep some wax off your wife's scented candles if you're doing this, because the wax does help. So it wants me to put one over the main gearbox shaft, any particular position. So it's a slightly smaller one than the one before. Okay, that's that. Oops, that one on. And then one over the crankshaft. Any particular position. There's a split. Put those opposite where the split is. Or is it that opposite the split or the... Yeah. Right, so we're going on to the crankshaft for this one. So that's another bearing. There's a few bearings on it now. I'll just make sure I wax them all up just in case I've forgotten. Right. So where are we on to now? The back wheel is on. Big beefy back wheel. What's next? Oh, all right. Well, what? What? Eh. Oh, then it's telling me to wax those, so I've done that. So I've preempted that. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I'm going to skip a step. The next bit's the seat, but I want to get this bit on because it'll be a nice place to sort of finish up for the evening. So, seat's the next bit and the side casing, and it's beautifully laser cut and marked. I want to get this on because I'm a big kid and I think it'll look cool. So let's get this on before I do the seat, if I've got time to do the seat. Oh God, that's come out in one pop. Oh. There we go. So that's the side casing. See if I can catch the light the right way. Ugears V models. Sandy stick. There we go. I don't want to take too much off of this. It's just too wee white. Take the worst of it off. What's quite interesting is it's also reverse etched. Right. That goes over that, over that, over that, yeah, and goes onto these three little tabs. Oh, it's starting to look braw now. Oh, you wee dancer. Is it just going to push? Oh, isn't that smart? I just want to... supposed to do the seat next, but I want to do that bit. Clever, clever, clever. Right. I'm not cutting any of my cocktail sticks off yet because I'm not quite sure what's to cut. Right. The seat. Okay. Made up of several parts. Okay. That'll be... these parts have got little holes drilled in them. And little cross hatchings and everything on them. So, first part is 73. Let's get a seat on this beastie now. It's got a back wheel. It's on its stand. It's looking proper good. 73 is the first bit. Where's the nubs? Oh, they've got them up there. Right, okay. There. And there. So they've not got them on the sides. Clever this time. They've got them in the little recesses. Shall I try and get them all cut out at the same? Might as well. Not a wee one there. A wee one there. there, 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 and there. So we can get them on this side as well. Right, so it's that sounded good. So did that. Lovely jubbly. They'll probably all pop out at once now. Right. 73 first. Something's holding it a little bit. So 73. 74 is the bit that stops your balls hitting the tank. 74, 73. 72 is the bum pad. And 71 is looks like some sort of pillion thing. Yeah, they never give you big seats for the pillion passengers, do they? Why is this not playing ball? Is it just being a... Oh, there we go. And the last bit's 71. Right, okay. I'm just going to replenish my drink. What time are we? 1:45, so I'm going to be finishing in about 15 minutes or so. I'm going to get this seat on, as that's the next bit. And then tomorrow, or the next day that I do it, it's all exhausts and all sorts of things by the looks of it. That looks quite interesting. And then it'll be on to the front fork assembly and the front forks and everything, I think. So I'll just clean up the edges of this. Oh. I think these all are just press fitting in. Right, so this part partly just goes in there, does it? Right, so that's the main bit of the seat that you sit on. That's really rather cool. I think this one just goes. Right, so that's that bit on. Next one is the bum pad. And it goes in here like so. What? It's doing a wheelie. Yeah, aha. There's always one. You will comply. What's the problem here? It's being a little pain in the bottom. Ah, brute force and ignorance works every time. Okay, so that's the bum pad in, and then we have the rather, as with most of these bikes, the rather minuscule pillion seat. Yeah, okay. Looking good. Right. That just sits in here. Bit of an interference fit. There we go. It's all got a seat in it, the back wheel on it, the drive chain on it, indicators, tank. It's looking really quite good. I've got another gear, and I've got loads of gears, foot pegs, all sorts of stuff, exhausts and stuff, and then front forks and that. I'll leave that for the next time. I think I've done it really well tonight. Let's put all this out, even though I made a couple of muck-ups, but I recovered them. Come back onto my main bench camera. So yeah, it's really starting to look the dog's bollocks now. Sorry if this doesn't focus very well. It's, you know what webcams are like. So, all the drivetrain on, tanks on, big beefy back wheels on. I wish I could get. It's a shame about that bit, but. And the other side, so there's still quite a lot to go in it. And the lovely sort of etched seat and everything, so it's looking the dog's bollocks. I'm really quite chuffed with it. So I think that's as far as I'm going to go tonight. Still got quite a bit to do, but that can be saved for another stream. But chuffed with how it's coming on. What time? So we've got 10 minutes or so. Oh, sorry. There we go. That's better. Back at my normal height. So yeah, I mean it's basically it's like 3 wooden sprues, and I'm kind of that way through it. And this is my 4th evening. I've not been hard at it, as I say. I've been streaming live and chatting and having a fag and stuff like that. But I mean, if this is my 4th stream, and that's 12 hours I've spent farting about with that, and it's not finished. So, yeah, as I say, don't know how much these things are, but there's an enjoyment out of them. Laser cutting spot on, and the laser etching and everything. I think that's just absolutely cracking. And all the moving bits and bobs. It'll definitely be fun once I get it all together. Yeah, that's not going to turn that unless that turns that, and yeah, we shall see how we get on with that. But they've even thought everything, like the stand, right? You want to stand up out of the way because it's motorized. Once you wind it up, off it goes, and then if you just want to display it, put stand in. Yeah. So yeah, I'm liking how that's looking. It's all the laser etching, cutting, and that's different. Wouldn't corner very well, I don't think, this one. So yeah, I'm going to call it quits for the night, ladies and gentle peeps. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for those that did the super chats. I was a bit surprised.
What's Dan saying? Looking good. Might get a kit myself now. Why not? I've never done anything like it, and hours of fun. Paul's away. Plastic Monkey. Got to say good night. Need to get up early. Catch you soon. Thanks for popping in, Paul. Thanks for your super chat. John's going to check eBay out. Would you really want to send that across the floor after all that work? It's quite robust. Obviously, I'm just hitting it with a toffee hammer. The weak point on that is elastic bands. I don't know, because obviously we've got different elastic bands through wooden bearings that are coated in wax. There's quite a bit of rolling resistance, but the thing is, if you roll it across the floor after all that, it's got big foot pegs and that, so it's not really going to fall very far. You know, it's got the big sort of sitting it. I wonder if it's got 8 bars. I don't know. I never checked. It's maybe just got normal ones, but I mean, you get a set of 8 hangers on it. But it's 1/10 scale. So it's a bit bigger than my usual 1/12 scale motorcycles. But yeah, it's 1/10. So yeah, thanks everybody for popping in. I'll do another one. I'm just doing them as and when I feel like it of an evening. So it's not necessarily every evening. So if you want notified, if you're following the build, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and there's a little bell icon. If you click that, you'll get a notification if I'm either going live or I've got a video going up. I'm limited as well with this StreamYard on how many hours I can stream per month until I purchase the upgraded version. And I've not really got like $240 to show it for the upgraded version at the moment, so I'll leave that for now. And I'll just try and get a few of these out when I can. Might be one tomorrow night or the next night, but I think I'm definitely going to stick with the earlier sort of 9 o'clock slot. There's more people coming in than me starting at my silly 10:30 or whatever. Well, Chris, you've been sitting watching, playing your Xbox. You're going to head. Catch you next time. Thanks for popping in, Chris, and thanks for the kit. It's great. It's coming along nice, isn't it? I'll snap a couple of pictures and pop it on the Instagram. So yeah, thanks everybody for popping in, and until the next one, look after yourself. Happy modelling, and see you later. Right, who's got the button? Ah, there it is. Bye.